Hello and a very good day everyone. I am the representative for Group 4 which will be presented regarding the mini project for PKK 3200 which is the new dietary guidelines model. Before I proceed, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nursaffa alisya binti sahruddin and this is the other group members which are Siti binti Hasran, Noralia binti abdul razak, Nurul ayuni binti abdul aziz, Nurain irdayani binti kamise, Siti hanum binti suhaimi, and Asmah nurlaili binti shamsu kamar. For this subject, we were required to propose a newly developed dietary guidelines in a form of 3D model that include the three components which are current Malaysian food pyramid, 14 key messages from the Malaysian Dietary Guidelines MDG, and Malaysian suku-suku separuh plate. Therefore, our group has decided and come up with the most recognizable and popular landmark in Malaysia, which is KL Tower, or Menara Kuala Lumpur. As we all know, this tower is the tallest telecommunication tower in Southeast Asia, as well as the 7th tallest in the world, and become one of the pride for our country, Malaysia. For this project, we call this tower as BNIT, or Basic Nutritional Information Tower, which is the main choice for our group to represent the dietary guidelines model to call on all Malaysians to practice and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now, I will explain all the three components starting from the tower shaft, which represent the 14 key messages from the Malaysian Dietary Guidelines MDG. MDG 2010 is a compilation of the latest science-based nutrition and physical activity recommendations prepared by a group of nutrition scientists in the country with the aims to provide advice on how to promote healthy eating and also practice an active lifestyle. In BNIT Tower Shaft, each floor has different key messages related to the healthy lifestyle, which cover the whole range of food and nutrition issues, from the importance of consuming a variety of foods to the guidance on specific food groups. The revised guidelines also include specific messages to encourage physical activity, consume safe food and beverage, and make effective use of nutrition information on food labels. When people enter the BNIT Tower, they will go for each floor and found the interesting and informative advice. So, the first key message is to eat a variety of foods within your recommended intake. People need to choose their daily food intake from a combination of foods as guided by the Malaysian food pyramid that should provide all the nutrients needed by the body. The second key message is to maintain body weight in a healthy range by balancing calorie intake with physical activity. Obesity is a major contributor to the global burden of diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and certain types of cancers. On the other hand, a low body weight is also unhealthy because it increases the risk of other clinical conditions such as anemia and low bone mass. Hence, maintenance of a healthy weight range is important to minimize the risk of chronic diseases. The third key message is to be physically active every day. People need to limit their physical inactivity and sedentary habits and try their best to spend time for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity on at least 5 to 6 days a week to ensure the energy balance. The fourth key message is to eat adequate amount of rice, other cereal products, preferably whole grain and tubers. It is recommended to choose at least half of your grain product from the whole grain and consume cereal products that are high in fiber, low in fat, sugar, and salt. Then, we go to the next key message, which is to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables every day. People who eat more fruits and vegetables as part of their healthy diet are likely to reduce risk of some chronic disease as they provide nutrients such as vitamin, mineral, and fiber that are good for health and maintenance of our body. People also need to consume moderate amount of fish, meat, poultry, egg, legumes, and nuts, and try to balance the nutrient intake every day. Besides, people also need to consume adequate amounts of milk and milk products. It is suggested to replace sweetened condensed milk and sweetened condensed milk with unsweetened liquid or powdered milk. Next key message is to limit intake of foods high in fat and minimize fat and oil in food preparation. Our body needs healthy fat for energy and other function, but too much saturated fat can cause cholesterol to build up in the arteries and raise the LDL or bad cholesterol. High LDL cholesterol can increase the risk for heart disease and stroke. Next is to choose and prepare foods with less salt and sauces. Many people can reduce their chances of developing high blood pressure by consuming less salt. The 10th key message is to consume foods and beverage low in sugar. Eating too much sugar can contribute to people having too many calories, which can lead to weight gain. Being overweight increase your risk of health problems such as heart disease, some cancers, and type 2 diabetes. Next is to drink plenty of water daily, which approximately 6 to 8 glasses or 2 liters of plain water daily. Drinking water helps maintain the balance of bodily fluid. Key message 12. Ask the women, especially mothers, to practice exclusive breastfeeding from birth until 6 months and continue to breastfeed until 2 years of age. This can help to increase the immunity of the baby and lowers your baby's risk for any infection past infancy and may protect against autoimmune disease and respiratory allergies as well. The next key message is to consume safe and clean food and beverage. Food and waterborne illness is defined as disease resulting from the consumption of contaminated food and drinking water. Most cases are actually food infection caused by a variety of foodborne pathogenic bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Thus, proper food preparation can prevent most of foodborne disease. The last key message from MDG is to make effective use of nutrition information on food labels. Nutrition labels can be a useful source for a nutrition information. It provides information on the amount of energy and other nutrients in the product that a consumer is contemplating to purchase. The consumer can then consider how this food contributes to the total nutrient intake of the day. These guidelines should encourage Malaysians to practice appropriate food habits, be more active, and make wiser food choices. Now, proceed with the tower head where the Malaysian food pyramid is located. Do you remember the first time you learned about eating healthy? Let me guess. You were in your elementary school and the teacher showed you the food pyramid. You must have come across the Malaysian food pyramid before, right? Do you think it looks familiar with the food pyramid in the tower? It's not. In 2020, the Health Ministry announced a new version of the Malaysian food pyramid with some significant changes. So, what's new? The new food pyramid has been designed to provide guidance for adults aged 18 to 45 years old. There are several important changes where the level 1 and 2 have been swapped. Previously, the fruits and vegetables were set as level 2 in the food pyramid, but they have now been moved to level 1, which is the base of pyramid, to encourage high consumption. The number of daily servings recommended for vegetable has been increased to more than 3 servings, while that for fruits remain the same, which is at least 2 servings daily. Previously, carbohydrate-containing foods placed at level 1, which give the impression to consumers that they must be consumed in large amounts. However, carbs are energy-rich and excessive consumption should be avoided, especially in view of the high rates of overweight and obesity in the country. The number of recommended servings per day has also been reduced to 3 to 5 servings as opposed to the previous recommendation of 4 to 8 servings per day. Another significant change to this food group is that the food pyramid now emphasizes the consumption of whole grains. Whole grains contain the entire kernel and hence have high amount of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. Besides, drinking plain water has been highlighted in this new food pyramid. In BNIT Tower, the antenna represents the drinking straw where people must drink plain water as much as possible. The recommendation to drink sufficient plain water was in previous version of the MDG, but was never represented in the food pyramid. Its inclusion now serves as a visual reminder to encourage all Malaysians to stay well hydrated by drinking sufficient water every day. It is also to be noted that the picture in the food pyramid clearly indicates plain water. This is a clear message to consume less sugar-sweetened beverage, as the excessive intake of sugar can lead to the unwanted weight gain. It is to be noted that the food items shown in the food pyramid are examples only, and the consumer should utilize other food items they are familiar with. They should be able to easily use the same principle of what constitutes a serving for food items not shown in the pyramid. In addition to the Malaysian food pyramid, you may have also heard of the Malaysian healthy plate. In this tower, the healthy plate is located above the food pyramid, which is near with the antenna. This is another visual guide for healthy eating, which uses the quarter-quarter half concept, or suku-suku separuh. A quarter of the plate for grains and grain product, a quarter of the plate for protein, and half of the plate for fruit or veggies. There should be no confusion as to which guide to follow for healthy eating. Both the food pyramid and healthy plate should be used as they complement each other. The main difference is that food pyramid serves as a guide for one's daily selection of food items and serving sizes, while the healthy plate serves as a guide for the amount and types of food for each meal. In conclusion, health is the biggest wealth that helps us to enjoy all the little things in life. We hope that this basic nutrition information tower model will encourage more people, especially Malaysians, to practice a healthy lifestyle and at the same time helping Malaysians make the right choices so that they can live a longer, healthier and better life and be able to live out their dreams. There is no point in having a long life if you are not healthy and cannot live well. I think that's all from us. Thank you.